kept having issues with having players turn up. Like, they kept playing with all different sorts of stand-ins. And even though they're good stand-ins, it's not the same as having your full lineup.
Well,
so
that's the thing. Rain, I think, still goes to school, so he's got like night class or something like that. Not sure what have come up with Rubino. Maybe, you know, had to go buy some bacon or something. He lives in Denmark now.
Yeah, could be.
So, you know, that's a problem, though. That's actually going to just completely demolish their shots. I mean, the one thing is that it can be unpredictable, but I think that LGB already have that element of surprise.
They're going to have to throw something really great here, but they're already running into Smith and Kiyoshima, which is going to land them to death. They do return them, though, actually. One of them was on a teammate, I think, though. So Kiyoshima here, taking one more with him. It's on Severs, and he goes down. So we're on to a quick start here, and Envy will take it pretty easily. Attempted V-rush then, and there was no smoke, so I mean, I don't even mind that they went through with it. They just didn't get the opening kills.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm not even surprised that they decide to go for that play right now, because I think that they really are trying to throw chance to the wind and see if they can't catch Envy off guard. Because Envy, you know, Envy, much like VP, much like all these other teams, I think that they might underestimate LGB just a little bit because they don't know anything about this team. They don't really see it on the world stage that often. LGB really just got their first shot at it right last weekend at Pantamera, right? And VP, much to their dismay, lost, and that pretty much lost VP the tournament. So LGB, you know, they can catch you off guard. Problem is, with two stand-ins, it's going to make them even more random. So I don't really expect too much madness out of Envy. I think that they're just going to try and play it safe and lock these guys out clean as could be.
Yeah, and I mean, Rubino was playing so well yesterday. Rain is obviously like one of the driving forces of this team. So to lose both of them in one night is actually going to just upset their chances quite significantly. Even with their full lineup, though, I would say for them to beat Envy be like the biggest surprise of the year so far. I think that would really be a big upset because there is a significant skill gap still between these two teams. But right now, I think it's going to be even more tricky. So to make a prediction, as we're watching this anti-ego unfold, I'd say to a victory for Envy.
Wow, the bomb gets dropped on the edge of the smoke as well. Kiyoshima's still here. The rotation's already come through, though. They saw that bomb. They know what happened. They know that the bomb carrier got dropped. They are going to try and send a man on a mission. Bit of a flank coming in here through mid doors, but NBK is here to lock it down. Not burst fire. I was scared there for a second. Zeva's unlucky will not get lucky. Unlucky, basically, is what my brain like skipped a word there. Unfortunately, did not get lucky, basically.
Well, we're going to be all up all night anyway, Semmler, to get lucky. So, yeah, I mean, with a little bit of luck, we'll have Envy and Fnatic in a rematch. I mean, I really enjoy watching LGB play, but I'm a bit disappointed that this is not their full lineup. And I hope it's just like a one-time thing. Because like I said, if it's going to go back to that stage where, like every other night, they have a new guy playing in, like, PRB is one of the best players in Norway as well. Like, he's such a good player. But it's just not the same not having your full lineup. They will take down MBK, so that's actually pretty good. If they could get like a happy here, be even better. And they've already dinked him down to 3 health, but Shoxy's stolen the Tech 9, and that's going to be the end of the round here. 3-0 quickly on. Not necessarily such a bad omen. A little bit of a shame that Severs is at -1, but he killed one of his teammates, so that'll do that.
Now the question is how long until he gets positive again, right? Or even to just 0.
Yeah, Severs had a hard time on Dust 2 yesterday, didn't he? That was his map where he kind of like just didn't do that much.
Yeah, it was kind of like just I think he had like 3 frags or something for the majority of the map. It was a real rough night for Zeves last night, so we'll see if he can have a bit more of an impact tonight, because I think that's also one of the big things here for LGB is when they were going up against these other teams like Fnatic. Everybody on Fnatic is firing on all cylinders, and it's just Zeves is not up there with the rest of his team. So, he is calling the shots. He is the one, making the plays, but he also needs to kind of step up there and be able to get the frags as well.
On Inferno, it was different, though. I mean, on Inferno, he played really well.
Inferno, he was like mid-lane. Yeah,
he kept down with everyone else, but Dust wasn't really his thing. And he doesn't get the shot there on MBK. He had actually a pretty good chance. Like, he had a good little time to do that, but couldn't really control the spray just well enough. And Jacob is also going to go down. Grenade not going to catch Polly, who is low on health. This is looking like a strong start. I don't know what LGB needs to do. I don't know what the right call is in this scenario. They've been playing with PRB so much that, like, having him as a stand-in kind of just feels like he's a 6th member, probably. Reaston, a little bit less. So Reaston's also a really strong player. Like I said yesterday, Norway has actually enough talent to create a secondary team that would be a really strong one. So, and PRB and Reaston could be 2 of them. There are a couple of others I can think of.
Oh, Shoxy looking for the shots. He's alive on A slope. This is his usual spot that he loves to camp out, but he's missing shot after shot right now. Reaston actually kills Polly. Pauly was so low. He was coming through CT, and Reaston just a little too quick to pull the trigger there. Probably thought that that was a CT member rotating in, trying to get up CT slope. Instead, he takes out his teammate, and that's going to drop him down to 0. Looks like they're interested in catching up to Zevez there.
I can already envision the 3-2-2 spam going on in Twitch chat, although we can't see it. But that's just unfortunate. A bit of a bumpy ride to start off with here. Moving into the 5th round. It's going to be mainly Tech9's Pauly with a Glock. Would like to see him pick up an AWP. I mean, if he can win the fight with Choxy or Smiths, that could be good.
Shoxy's not looking too on point quite yet. Of course, it is the first few rounds of the night here, so we'll be looking to him to kind of gain some more momentum. Pauly's going to be up here. He's kind of, well, living up to his name, right? He's not a parrot, but he is a canary at this point. He's going to just run in there and see if he can't draw the attention. Get the information, but nope, it's not meant to be. A perfect hold coming in for Envy, and I'm amazed because NBK was just standing out in the middle of nowhere right there, managing to actually stay alive in that scenario.
Yeah. Bit of a risky position, but I guess you can always try and jump down into pit if you're fast enough. If the sparks start flying, there's Pauly with the AWP, and pretty much just a smoke grenade on top of that. But that's all right. If he can get a pick off in the middle, especially if he's going to get challenged, that would be good. He does hit Smiths, so that's really worth it. Now, if he goes for the re-peek, there's going to be a guy waiting, and Shocks, seemingly falling asleep, goes down to Pauly. Really good shot there from the Norwegian player. That's what LGB need. Now, they almost have 2 kills on their side right now. Smith's very nearly dead. Sharksy definitely dead. And now they just need to think about what they're doing here.
I'd almost love to see them just hand that AWP over to Smith somehow. Like, get Smith's that AWP and leave him alone on B site.
Yeah,
and just rotate. Yeah, exactly. He always plays plateau back there, but with an AWP, he can do real damage. And have Kiyoshima kind of play more towards mid, but it looks like instead they just want to collapse onto these sites. Kiyoshima's now going to be here to cover Smith in case Smith gets shot in the face, basically. Yeah. I mean, that's the one risk. If you're low, this is actually a really solid place to be because the only way you're going to die is a headshot, and that happens anyways, like versus an AK.
Yeah, or a grenade.
Or a grenade, yeah.
And Jacob has one. And the smoke here could actually help them throw it in, especially if Sevis puts up one more. I mean, the risk of throwing a grenade here is that you could get shot at, but they could get Jacob in position. But he's going to be out the middle instead, so that's not going to be the right one. There's the headshot that you were talking about. Jacob takes down Happy middle. They just got to worry about outside where Kiyoshima's holding, and he's going to get the kill. But still, this is a very good execution from LGB. I'm pleasantly surprised. We see a lot more of this, but this is a really, really good round for the Norwegian team, and now they just need to continue in this path.
Yeah. Picking up those kills. One thing is that Happy also can get a little bit predictable with how he sets up holding CT, and I think teams are starting to catch on to his love for boosting up on the boxes there to look towards the doors.
Yeah,
we're starting to see more and more teams start to wallbang or at least just put shots through there, pre-aim that angle, and just put shots through there. And that might have been just what did Happy in there. Although it looks like oh no, that's Shoxy's corpse. So I mean, yeah, okay, he was crouching in the corner. So that's the thing, you always kind of know that Happy, he's playing from CT, so Envy might be getting a little predictable there. And LGB, that's something that they need to be capitalizing on. They need to take advantage of that.
Oh, one AWP saved on NBK there, who's, by the way, is 8-1-1. So NBK, off to a good start yesterday, was pretty incredible as well. And it's Pauly and PRB picking up 2 ops on the other side. So actually, is a double op, you're right, on Smiths as well. So 4 ops in play, not at all bad.
Yeah, and look, they're already pre-aiming Smith's favorite spot. And Smith still wins. What is that? PRV, you're already pre-aiming Smith's crouch spot. That was like the patented Smith's peek behind the flash. Yeah. And PRV was ready for it, and he still didn't get the kill. Smith's was just too fast.
He's been doing that for such a long time. But it is kind of hard to deal with. I mean, even if you know it's coming. And BK over here. Sevis. He lost the fight last time, and he's not really going to man up just yet. Wants to fall back a little bit further. Going to throw a bit of a pop flash in close in case anyone's hiding, but they're a little bit slow to react. I mean, if there actually was someone in that corner, they could have been unflashed almost by the time Jacob really peeks in, and that's scary.
I'm curious to see if Pauly's going to be able to find somebody over here. I think that's Shoxy, who should be holding up on the angle. Yes, he is. A bit farther back, though. This isn't actually a very common spot. This could catch him off guard. He misses his shot, though. Shoxy, man, I don't think he's hit a shot with the op yet tonight. Yeah. Gets caught out. It's not going to go. And then Zevez is actually the one to pick up the frag on him.
Yeah, now it's between Happy and MBK creating some sort of crossfire here, and Happy's kind of alone on the bomb site by Goose, and they're going to try and put the bomb down without clearing it. He gets the kill, he gets the double as well. He almost had no bullets left. Polly finally going to take care of it there, but LGB just a little bit slobby with clearing out the bomb site. And they're going to burn Polly. Jacob goes down as well, and that will be the end of it. I think the fact that they caught Shoxy like that gave them the impression that probably there was no one left, because if there was, maybe Happy would have been there shooting at Shox while he was jumping away, like shooting and helping out Shox.
I'm sure they expected Happy to be down in CT because Shoxy's been holding from A slope, and he nearly always holds from A slope, right? So I think that, but this is another setup, right? If Shoxy gets up onto Cat, Happy can come back onto the A side. We see that every now and again. So I think LGB were like, oh, we killed Shoxy. Like, there's not going to be anybody on A slope. We can just push up here, no problem.
Yeah.
And
also
Happy was lurking.
Because in a way, Happy ended up sort of baiting out Shox a little bit, you know, saying, yeah, you die, and I'll just wait here, and they won't expect it. But I mean, LGB should have checked that corner regardless. Can't make that the assumption too much. It only takes a second to check anyway. Kiyoshima gets the one, gets the follow-up kill here, and it's really not much equipment going on for the terrorist side, but they have got the kill on Kiyoshima at least, and that's good news. They can pick up one more. It'd be really good. Reaston here putting in the work.
Shoxy goes ahead with the USP, so that's it. He's forgotten about the AWP. He's like, no, I'm done with it. I'm just gonna pistol whip people. They're gathered up. Zevez right now is just patient. I mean, this is all turned into a waiting game. This is already a decent eco round out of LGB. If they could somehow find a plant somewhere, that would be big. But 2 kills, 2 kills. I mean, you have to take what you can get. Even if Kiyoshima's at $16,000, Zoxy's at $12,000. Like, that's an obscene amount of money to have on your CT side.
Yeah. I mean, it is hard to deal with the fact that at the current moment, NBK or Happy alone has as many kills as the whole LGB team. Yeah. Like, either one of them has as many kills as the whole LGB team. So that's, I don't know. That's out of control, essentially. Yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. It's kind of like what was happening yesterday. Oldmeister and JW pretty much just ruling the roost for Fnatic. Yeah. Oh, doesn't spot him. Sometimes the smoke is a little bit smaller in GoTV than it is in game, so that might have been just on the edge there for Smiths. But now Polly spots out Smiths and gets a leg shot, or at least clips him through the wall there. Oh, and Happy's going to go down. Reaston really doing great work as a stand-in at the moment. Not too surprising. He's a really strong player. Another Norwegian player that's definitely worth looking out for. MBK hears those steps. Definitely. Yeah. It's always hard knowing when someone falls back like this if it's actually a trap, because there could be other people waiting out there. They could just be faking the noise, but MBK's got the right call at the moment. Now, the Norwegian clan has kind of been folded here. They know exactly what's going on. Flashbang out from Shox, but he will miss the shot with the AWP, and once more, Sevis gonna take him down. MBK coming up from behind, quick takes PRB, but now the information's been reloaded, and he's gonna be smoked out. Good situation here for LGB. Yeah, this is looking really solid. 3-on-3 retake, I mean, it's still the inside. This is still feasible. They needed to land that kill pretty much. I was about to say, they have to get a kill very soon here. And now Envy can start pushing in. Zeva's in a bit of a tricky corner like this, though. He's going to make the difference. Nearly takes out NBK through the smoke. He's trying to find that angle. NBK is so low, but it's down to Kiyoshima now 1v3. Zeva's come alive in this round. He's got 3 frags on the board, and he's playing this very well, but Kiyoshima's going to bait him out into the open. And with that kit, we'll have plenty of time for the defuse. Oh, real shame for Sevis then. That was a very good round for him, but just not enough, unfortunately. 8-1. This is starting to get very much out of control. I don't know what they could really do. I mean, I like how they've been trying to just look for entry franks, and I mean, Envy aren't respecting them enough that they're playing like super safe either. So they are going to get some of those entry franks every once in a while. It's just that, you know, one in 9 rounds is not quite enough. No, you're right. I mean, if you're going to lose a round, at least lose a round where you kill off 4 guys, right? Yeah. Make sure that they have to spend the money, and then that could be a slow way to get back in here and get a few rounds to go your way once you force them to go ecoing. I mean, that could be it. But then they manage to get like a follow-up round like this, only lose Happy, so that makes up for that last round practically. I mean, it's really rough right now for LGB. They need to be having close rounds, and that's just not happening. Envy, when they're winning, they're just dominating. Yeah, especially starting like this, winning the pistol round, CT side dust. It's hard to come up with a really good solution for how they could get back into the game. But, well, this is one. Smith's pushing up here. Sometimes they do this, Envy. Ooh, boy.
Wow, Smith, he actually commits to this. He knows the second guy is back there as well. Does he get the peek?
Will eventually fall back, but yeah, that's annoying, and that's Riesling going down as well, who's been playing quite good. We're into the 11th round, and LGB pretty much all their round except the pistols have been really slow. They've just been walking forward. Good flashbang in, and Happy could have really got both of them, but Kyushimas, they're so fast behind. Gonna leave Jacob and Polly left, 2v4. I am wondering if LGB would want to try and change the pace at some point. Polly gonna miss that shot. It was the right angle, though. Jacob to pick off one, but they know exactly where Smiths is, and he's just buying time with the flashbang there. Trying to look over. The Molotov, I don't think he's going to touch him. Oh, it will. He's being burned out. He's going to have to run out here, and Jacob's in the smoke, just trying to stay alive. 13 bullets left here for Smiths, and he's actually playing this very smartly. Just waiting for enough time for some teammates to show up. He will go down, but he can't make the crossover. Shocks is there, and that's going to make it 10-1. I really want to see if they can try and catch them. Even something simple like a long rush, although the spawn they have now is actually pretty bad for it. B push, probably a lot more difficult. But if they got the long spawn, I'd really want them to try and see if they could go for it.
Well, if they could go for like some kind of B, like early B, check the smoke. I mean, if they don't see the smoke go up by the time they get to the entrance, that could mean that Smiths is going to push in. They could try and catch him off guard. You know, there's options, but it does look like setting up for long right now. They've got the flashes, potentially. Do they take the peek behind this, though? Happy holding this angle. And NBK, I mean, really, they're, yeah, LGB, it looks like early aggression is just not going to be their strat going into this at all. They are just perfectly happy to just sit and wait.
Yeah, but Polly just actually popped the flashbang down on long, and now NBK's in a really awkward position here. He takes down PRB, still out in the open, and he's going to go down. I think he was somewhat caught, but he doesn't want to run while they're maybe pushing out. So is Happy going to go down. Jacob here with a really good double kill. This is doable.
Absolutely. That was a big mistake there by Happy, putting that flash into the window as well. I think LGB would have been all blind if it weren't for that. So he gets taken out. Now it's going to be Shoxy. Great flick there. Manages to catch out Reese, and he makes it look easy picking off Polly at the end.
Did he no-scope Polly then? I think he did. That was very, very cool. And
Shoxy, all of a sudden, man, he's sitting on 12 frags. He's just come alive past couple of rounds here.
But I mean, right now they're just all putting in the work on Envy, and they're not making, like you said, they're not making it look hard either. I don't think they're feeling threatened at all by LGB. Even when it's been somewhat close, you know, they've been able to close it out 11-1. This is, I mean, I did say, and I didn't want to sort of ruin the entertainment factor of it here, but it is very likely that Envy are just thinking, we just need to get through LGB and get back to Fnatic, because this is revenge time.
Now, the one time that could be a risk, I mean, that can be a risk, right? If you focus on the match that's going to come after the one that you're currently playing in, a team can catch you off guard. Maybe you're not fully focused, you're not using everything, and you get punished for that, right? But I think it's even harder for LGB to get that punished right now because they're down 2 guys, or they have 2 stand-ins, so they can't even go with their practiced game plans. They just kind of have to wing it, and versus Envy, winging it just doesn't cut it. Like, you are not going to get it done then. Like, Envy right now look the same way that they looked versus Hellraiser yesterday on Inferno, where that first half was just this horrendous beatdown that Hellraiser just had to endure, and Envy at no point looked stressed at all.
Yes, I mean, you're absolutely right. The 2 stand-ins here make it really hard for LGB to put together something that they may have practiced, and they do otherwise look like a really practiced team, so it's definitely hard on them. But that is just the nature of the business sometimes. Polly, 1v3, pistol to fake a grenade there, and he did get the kill on Smiths, but he can't get the last 2 home. Kind of a rough 1v3 for him, to be honest. But LGB are starting to land more kills, and I mean, that's good news. They're definitely sort of slowly but surely catching up. Some of them even close to 2 digits here. So 12-1, and we're moving into the last couple of rounds here of the first half. So much money, so much equipment on the Envy team.
Curious now what LGB can go for. They're pretty much in 4 spy territory. They need to get more than 1 round in this half. So this is it. Happy and Smiths. I like this angle here between the 2 of them. Smith's missing his shot, however. That's a bit of a big mistake, but that could draw him out here. Happy, now they're not going to look right. Happy not wasting any time either. Just goes for the clean kill. That's heartbreaking right there.
Yeah, very nicely handled. And Smith's also landed a shot in the meantime at top mid. So 3 kills for Smith that round, 2 for Happy. And we're into the 15th round. This is a slaughter. This is a complete slaughter. And we are talking about, you know, the best, second best team in the world, however you want to put it. Very, very close.
Kittens in a blender, man.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually asked today in a bit of an interview which one I thought was number 1 or number 2, Fnatic or EnVy.
What did you say?
I mean, I shouldn't spoil the interview, should I? It's going to be up on Fragbite at some point. I did answer that question, so... Andre.
Yeah, but the thing is that you're in Sweden, so you're going to say Fnatic because you want to make it home.
Like, I'll be out of Sweden, I think, before the interview is published. I don't even have that to worry about. Good shot from Jacob. They can't get the follow-up kill there on Kiyoshima. But that round also looks a little bit like LGB are just saying, look, guys, just, you know, let go of the reins. Go and find some kills if you can, because this is not working out so well for us here. Happy, good shot on PRB, and Shoxy will also take down Polly. So Reaston, last man standing, gets Happy, then goes down to MBK. 14-1. Not much to really conclude on here. I mean, it is what it is.
That's exactly it. 2 rounds here. Now let's see what EnVy decide to go for. They've been going for full Kevlar fairly often, actually, in their pistol rounds in recent times. Is it going to be more of the same? Yes, it will. Glock train all the way.
You know who else I've been playing with from the Norwegian scene who's actually like a really good player? Laterally.
Yeah, laterally.
Yeah, definitely good.
Laterally's just a nice guy as well.
Yep, absolutely is. And, someone should think about picking up some team at some point. Good shots here being put out. Polly, Sevis picking up a kill each, leaving EnVy down to 3 members. LGB, maybe they could salvage a little bit of their reputation here by just at least winning the pistol round and maybe connecting with a bit more. Although you got to be careful because EnVy is one of the best teams in the world that are actually playing the follow-up round. So I'd be surprised if they don't put together something cool regardless. Smith's going to pick up Jacob and they find Sevis as well. So now they're in a terrible position with Kiyoshima down the middle. Picks one, gets a double, and the round is gone before they even got a chance.
Yeah, Polly did do masterwork, though, on Dust 2 yesterday versus Fnatic with the pistol, right?
Yeah, but that was when Fnatic was sort of feeding themselves one at a time here. Kiyoshima's not even going to try and play that game. So EnVy, just when we thought there was a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, I don't know. They get shut down.
Yeah, very clean kill. Very clean work here from Kiyoshima as well, just drawing him out.
Still with the LDLC stickers on. When are we going to see the EnVy stickers?
I think they're going to have stickers at Katowice.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that'll happen.
All right, well, it's all pistols, no scouts being picked up by LGB here. And potentially the last round where they're going to get a chance to make an impact on this map. EnVy, I mean, I am still impressed by how confidently and how cleanly they're playing this. I mean, they're just hitting a lot of shots all the time.
I think that's the main thing. It's just they walk in, they get kills. Shoxy with a double spray down on Cat, opens up the A site for business. PRB though, oh, if he could have just got that kill on Kiyoshima, that would have dropped the bomb back down into mid. LGB might have been able to get something going for themselves from there. Instead, Kiyoshima lives. He's going to be able to get the free plant on the A site. Shoxy just bravely taking the fight long distance, doesn't even care. Don't want to throw it away now, even though, yeah, look at that. Great shot from Zevez. And now 2-on-2 retake scenario here. LGB, they know that they have to go for it. There is no saving or anything of the sort. They have to get the job done here.
Saving their money for the next map? No, that doesn't work. Happy with a double kill at the end. 16-1. How long did this map take?
I think that was like about as fast as maps can